America, cause that boy good. Now tell me what got 2 thumbs and knows how to spit rhymes. 2 thumbs up, you gon' point him at this guy. Al Henderson couldn't be this fly, so ask how I feel and you know I'll reply like I feel so awesome. How you feel? Awesome. I guess that's awesome. Shorty, you fine and your body is awesome. Yeah, wanna roll? Awesome. Well, let's go. Awesome. Hands in the...
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the ZayMoolaSportsPodcast. I'm your host, Isaiah, and y'all, it's time to admit something. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has slammed the door shut on the MVP race. And I know all season long it had been a tight battle between him and Nikola Jokic. You had some people that felt like Donovan Mitchell or Jason Tatum could garner an MVP consideration. But I think this race is over, y'all. SGA should be the MVP of the league because, in my opinion, he has been the best player all season long, and he is getting it done on both ends of the floor. And I'm not trying to discredit anything that Nikola Jokic has done this season because he's having a historic season. He's averaging a triple-double. He's shooting 58% from the floor, 43% from 3, and his team is the 3 seed in the Western Conference. But SGA, y'all, not only is he playing at a high level, but his team is as well because his team has the best record in the Western Conference, y'all. And when you look at his stats, I mean, he's averaging 32 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.8 steals, and 1 block per game, which is impressive. But I think his shooting splits, y'all, are even more impressive because he's shooting 52% from the floor, 37% from 3, and 89% from the free throw line. I mean, that is insanely high efficiency, especially for a guard, y'all. I mean, the fact that he's shooting 52% from the floor and he's a guard, that is like very reminiscent of Michael Jordan, like back in the 80s and 90s, y'all. I mean, we know back then Michael Jordan had seasons where he shot, above 50% from the floor. And the fact that SGA is doing that is just very insane. And y'all, I think the reason that some people discredit SGA is because he has a very unconventional style of play. He has an old school game. He plays like it's 1995 and not 2025. He does most of his damage in the mid-range area, and the only other current player that does this is DeMar DeRozan. He doesn't shoot a ton of threes, and we know in today's game, y'all, the fans want to see these players jack up a ton of threes, and he plays elite defense. And let's be honest, y'all, a lot of superstar players don't even try to play defense. And people wonder, well, how can this guy be so dominant in today's NBA with such an unconventional style of play? And it's really simple, y'all. His feel for the game and his basketball IQ. SGA is never going to beat you with his athleticism, with his speed, or with his quickness, but he is going to beat you with his mind. He's always going to outsmart you. He's always going to beat you to the spot before you even get there. And this is what makes him such an elite defender because, yes, he's 6'6". He has a 6'11" wingspan, y'all. But you can tell he studies film. This is how he's always getting in the passing lanes and getting so many deflections because, again, he beats players to the spot before they even get there. He gets so many chase down blocks as well. And then offensively, y'all, you cannot speed this guy up. He plays at his own place. I've compared him to Sidney Moncrief. And if y'all go back and watch old clips of Sidney Moncrief, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. Sidney Moncrief played at his own place. He was very under control. And SGA is that same way. And that is why it's so tough to stop SGA because he's always going to get to his spot. You're never really going to be able to force him to take a bad shot. I mean, he always gets very good looks, y'all. Very good looks all the time. And I'm telling you, he is just truly one of the most unique players I think we've seen in a very long time, y'all, because you're talking about a guy that shoots a lot of mid-range shots, that plays elite defense, doesn't really talk a lot, but is a superstar player. You know how rare it is, y'all, in today's NBA to be a superstar when you take a lot of mid-range shots, you don't shoot a lot of threes, you actually play defense, and you don't talk to the media that much? Like, you can tell, y'all, SGA, he's kind of shy. Right? Because when he does his post-game press conferences, he doesn't say much. All this guy wants to do is just go out there and hoop. And all he's going to do, y'all, is give you basically 30 points every single game in elite defense. And speaking of scoring, he has 4 50-point games this year. He has 10 40-point games. Y'all think about that. SGA, 4 50-point games. This was a guy when he came into the league was not even seen as a scorer. And since then, not only has he become an elite scorer, y'all, but he has become a very good three-point shooter. And this is the thing that I'm really proud to see, y'all, from him, is his improvement as a three-point shooter. Because, again, although he doesn't shoot that many, you can no longer just leave him open because now he is a threat, y'all. And since the All-Star break, he has been shooting about 40% from 3. I mean, it's been insane to see. Last night against the Memphis Grizzlies, he had 41 points, 8 assists, just totally dissecting them up. And y'all, it's time to put respect on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's name. I understand he might not have that flashy style of play like a Steph Curry or a Luka Doncic or Nikola Jokic. But y'all, he's dominating though. He's playing at the level that those guys are. And I think this year he's been better than all those guys. So that just goes to show you the type of player that SGA is, y'all. And then on top of that, his team has the best record in the Western Conference. And I get that MVP is technically not a team award, y'all, but team success definitely matters. You cannot be the most valuable player in the NBA and your team is like the 8th or 9th seed in the West or East Conference. That's not how it goes, okay? If you're going to be the MVP, your team has to be very good as well. And his team is definitely one of the best teams, if not the best team in the NBA. And I know, yes, the Thunder have a good team around them, right? They got Jalen Williams, they got Chet Holmgren. They got Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins, Casey Wallace, Isaiah Hartenstein, Alex Caruso, y'all, Jalen Williams, the other J-Dub. But we all know Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he runs the show for this team. And without him, they will not be where they are, y'all. So, simply put, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the MVP of the league. Adam Silver, hand this man the trophy because he has been the best player all season long. And it is time that we put respect on his name. So there you have it. This was another episode of ZayMoolah Sports Podcast. Remember, y'all, that was a good message. So what? Make sure you get your daily dose. Y'all know I'm an enemy. I love y'all. God bless. Peace.